Good morning, children. Today we will revise coordinate geometry. It is revision number 1. Few points, 5 questions we will be discussing. It will be helpful for your board examination. There are variety questions we will be checking one by one. First question, the points A03, B negative 2A and C negative 1, 4 are the vertices of a right angled triangle at A. So it's given that triangle is right angled at A. Find the value of A. Find the value of A means here it is small letter A. Find the value of A. Here this A we have to find out. So as it is given in the question, we are drawing a figure right angle at A and marking the point 03, B negative 2A and C negative 1, 4. And now let us do, since it is a right triangle, we know the condition. What is it? In every right triangle, using Pythagoras theorem, we can say that hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So if it is like that, we have to find out sides now. AB, AC and BC. So let us find out AB first. AB, first we are writing the formula. Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. For AB, let it be x1, y1, x2, y2. So it becomes square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Those who don't know, just you can write it as x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay. So here you are getting it like this. Negative 2 minus 0, negative 2 whole square. Negative 2 into negative 2 is 4 plus it is a minus b whole square. A square minus 2ab. 2 into a into 3. 6a. Plus b square is 9. 3 square. So we can arrange it and write square root of a square minus 6a plus 9 plus 4 is 13. So it is better to write ab square. So squaring on both the sides, root will be removed. We are getting it as a square minus 6a plus 13. Now let us find out what is BC. BC or BC square. Here we got one important point. Now let us find out what is BC. For BC, I am taking it as x1, y1, b, x2, y2. In any order you can take, there is no problem. Root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That's equal to negative 2 plus 1. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1 whole square is 1 plus a minus 4 whole square. A square minus 2ab. 2 4s are 8a plus 4 square is 16 under the root. Therefore, arranging it, a square minus 8a plus 17 under the root. Now squaring on both the sides. So BC become BC square. That's equal to BC square is equal to a square minus 8a plus 17. We got second point also. Now we are going to find out what is AC. So let us find out AC is equal to, here for AC we have A x1 y1, C can be x2 y2. So it changes according to how we are taking. AC here square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. It can be in any order. A can be x1 y1 or C can be x1 y1. If C is x1 y1, A will be x2 y2. In any order you may take. That's equal to minus 1 minus 0, minus 1 whole square is 1 plus 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 square is 1. It is square root of 2. So AC square will be, squaring on both the sides, become 2. Now since it is a right angled at A, how do we write that? Since it is right angled at A, you can see the figure. In figure, hypotenuse is always right angles opposite side, BC square. So BC square is equal to AC square plus AB square. BC square equal to AC square plus AB square. So both the values we have found out. So you can substitute in the equation, that is BC square we have, it is A square minus 8A plus 17 equal to AC square. It is ready. It is equal to 2 plus AB square is A square minus 6A plus 13. Let us take everything to one side after cancelling some of these points. It's easy to cancel. So here we have negative 8A plus 17 minus 2 plus 6A minus 13 equal to 0. Look at like term, negative 8A plus 6A. Difference, it is negative 2A. 17 minus 2 is 15. 15 minus 13 is plus 2, here we have equal to 0. So what is the next step? Transferring to other side. Negative 2A is equal to negative 2. Therefore A is equal to negative 2 by negative 2. That is equal to 1. Therefore we got the answer A is equal to 1. Let us see the second question. If negative 3, 2, 1, negative 2 and 5, 6 are the midpoints of the sides of a triangle, find the coordinates of vertices of the triangle. So here vertices we know A, B and C. Vertices are not given to us. Let us mark it as x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Midpoints of the sides are given. AB side midpoint is D, we are taking negative 3, 2. BC midpoint is E, 1, negative 2 and AC's midpoint 5, 6. Now we have to find out the vertices of triangle, that is x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3 we have to find out. Clue is already there, midpoints are given to us. So AB is midpoint of AB. So that is midpoint formula first we have to write. Midpoint xy is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. This is our midpoint formula. Therefore AB's midpoint is D. That is D 3, 2 is equal to. Okay. So D 3, 2 we are going to get, that is equal to x1 plus x2, x1 plus x2 by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay. From this we can equate x coordinate as well as y coordinate. I am going to equate it as 3 is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Okay. Now similarly y can also be written y is equal to. Y is equal to, y here it is 2, therefore 2 is equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. We can simplify this, 3 2s are 6 is equal to x1 plus x2. Let us consider it as an equation 1. Okay, here it is 2 2s are 4, that is equal to y1 plus y2. Later we will be marking the equation number for this. Now BC's midpoint, that is 1, negative 2. Midpoint is 1, negative 2. That is x2 plus x3 by 2. Here x1, y1 is x2, y2 and x3, y3 we have. So x2 plus x3 by 2, comma y2 plus y3 by 2. Again we are comparing. We have 1 is equal to x2 plus x3 by 2. Therefore 1 into 2. 2 is equal to x2 plus x3. This is the second one. This is our equation number 1. Equation number 2 here we have. Here in the same way, y coordinate if you compare, negative 2 is equal to y2 plus y3 by 2. Cross multiply, negative 4 is equal to y2 plus y3. This is the next equation. Here we have one more. Okay. Equation number 1. This I have taken as equation number 2. Now let us move on to next point. That is third one. AC's midpoint. AC's midpoint is 5, 6. That's equal to x1 plus, this is how, if you want to get 5, x1 plus x3 by 2. x1 plus x3 by 2 comma y1 plus y3 by 2. Become 5 is equal to x1 plus x3 by 2. Here it is 6 is equal to y1 plus y3 by 2. Become 5 2s are 10 is equal to x1 plus x3. This is our third one, third equation. The same way here 6 2s are 12 is equal to y1 plus y3. Let us have these equations as 4, 5 and 6. From this we have to solve and get x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. First let us find out x1, x2, x3. What do we do for that? Just watch all these three equations. It's easy. x1 plus x2 combination, x2 plus x3 combination and x1 plus x3 combination. Let us start with the first equation. Here x1 plus x2 equal to 6. Can I write x1 is equal to 6 minus x2? Then that x1 value is 6 minus x2 now. Do you have x1 in the second one? It is not there. So in the third one we have x1. So third equation is 10 is equal to x1 plus x3 from equation 3. Now we are going to substitute this x1 value in this. When you substitute this, 10 is equal to, x1 value is 6 minus x2 plus x3. That is, instead of x1 I have written 6 minus x2 then plus x3. So we will simplify this equation. How do we get after simplification? 10 minus 6 equal to negative x2 plus x3. That is 4 is equal to negative x2 plus x3. Where do we get x2 and x3? Isn't it in the second equation? Second equation is 2 is equal to x2 plus x3. That is our, from 2 it is. Okay. Now simplify it by elimination method. Here both are having negative 1 and 1 are the coefficient of x2. Here x3 is having coefficient 1 and 1. So automatically by adding this two it will be easy, I think. For elimination we are going to add it. 4 plus 2 is 6. That's equal to minus x2 plus x2 is 0. x3 plus x3 is 2x3. Okay. 2x3 is equal to 6 here we have. Therefore, what is x3 equal to? 6 is equal to, 0 is not there. So, 2x3. Therefore, x3 is equal to 6 divided by 2. What is that equal to? x3 is equal to 3. This x3 value we can substitute in any equation and get the answer. Substituting in equation 3, because in equation 3 we have x3, therefore 10 equal to x1 plus x3 value is 3. 10 minus 3 is equal to x1, that is equal to 10 minus 3 equal to 7. Here we got x1 value also. Now we will find out what is x2. What is x2? Which equation we will choose? For x2, here we have second equation. 2 is equal to x2 plus x3. That is equation number 2. Let us substitute. 2 is equal to x2 plus x3 value 3. So 2 minus 3 comes, that's equal to x2. Therefore 2 minus 3 is equal to negative 1. So three numbers we got now. x1 7, x2 negative 1 and x3 3. Now let us move on to our y part. Again the same method, here we have to find out what is y. Fourth equation is 4 is equal to y1 plus y2. That is, I'll copy down once more. 4 is equal to, here 4 is equal to y1 plus y2, our fourth equation. Fifth equation, here we have negative 4 is equal to y2 plus y3. This is fifth one. Now comes sixth one is 12 is equal to y1 plus y3. This is the sixth one. Let us find out how it is. Now how to eliminate this? What is the method? First, fourth equation we will transfer now. We can take it as y1 is equal to y2 to the other side. So already 4 is there. 4 minus y2 it has come. This we have to substitute wherever there is y1. That is in the sixth equation. Substituting in 6. Okay. That is y1 plus y3 is equal to 12. So y1 is 4 minus y2 plus y3. Instead of y1 we have written this. Plus y3 is equal to 12. So that is minus y2 plus y3 equal to 12 minus 4, that is equal to 8. Same way, y2 plus y3 relation, where do we get? That is equation number 5. That is y2 plus y3 relation, that's equal to negative 4. Same elimination method we are going to use, that is adding both. Minus y2 plus y2 will become 0. This become 2y3 equal to 8 plus negative 4 is 4. Therefore y3 is equal to 4 by 2, that's equal to 2. Now this y3 value we can substitute in fifth equation or sixth one. So let us do that. Now I am going to substituting in 5. Okay, so negative 4 is equal to y2 plus y3. Minus 4 is equal to y2 plus 2. y3 value is 2. So what happens? Minus 4 minus 2 equal to y2. Both are having same sign. Add it and give the same sign. So it is y2 is negative 6. y3 we got, y2 we got. Let us find out y1. y1 is here. What is y1 is equal to 4 minus y2. 4 minus y2. So that's equal to 4 minus y2 value negative 6. Minus of minus plus 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Therefore y1 also we got. Now let us write all the coordinates. What are the coordinates to be known? A, x1, y1, that is, therefore vertices. Vertices or coordinates of vertices. We can write down vertices are A, x1, y1. Here we have x1 is equal to 7, y1 is equal to 10. A, 7, 10. B, x2, y2. What is our x2 value? Negative 1, y2 negative 6. And C, x3, y3. What is our x3? It is 3 comma y3 2. This is our answer. It's very simple. In the previous question, that is second question, you consider first midpoint as positive 3 2. So just change it as positive 3 2. Therefore D will be positive 3 2. According to that, we have done this problem. Let us see the third question. Find the coordinates of the point which is 2/3 of the way from P01 and Q10. For you to understand, I have drawn the figure here. If this is x-axis and this one y-axis, we can mark the point 01 here, point P01 and Q as 10. Okay, Q10 and P01. Find the coordinates of the point which is 2/3 of the way from P to Q. From P to Q, when we move, this point AXY is 2/3 of PQ. That is the meaning. So how do we represent that? That is a clue given to us. Here our PA length is 2/3 of PQ. That is what they have given to us. While reading, you should understand coordinate of the point which is 2/3 of way from P and Q. Okay, from P to Q it is. From P to Q. So PA will be equal to 2/3 of PQ. PQ's 2 parts out of the 3. Yes. Then we can rewrite it as PA by PQ. Into PQ as divided by PQ, that is equal to 2/3. PA by PQ. So let us rewrite, that is PA by, what is meant by PQ? It has 2 parts, PA and AQ. That is PA plus AQ is equal to 2/3. We'll cross multiply this. What do we get then? When we cross multiply, just multiply this. 3PA equal to 2 into both 2PA plus 2 into AQ also, 2AQ also. So 3PA minus 2PA will be equal to 2AQ. So 3PA minus 2PA will be 1PA. PA is equal to 2AQ. PA is equal to 2AQ. What is meant by that? PA by AQ is equal to, AQ as denominator, 2 is here, 2 means it is 2/1. So PA is to AQ is 2:1. This implies PA is to AQ is equal to 2:1. This is our M1 is to M2 actually. So it is 2:1. M1 is to M2. Now we have to find the point AXY which divides P01 to Q10, PQ in the ratio 2:1. So it's a section formula question. We have to find out using section formula. So AXY is equal to, our section formula is M1x2 plus M2x1 divided by M1 plus M2. Second part is M1y2 plus M2y1 divided by M1 plus M2. That's equal to. Now let us substitute M1 here. We have M1 is 2, M2 is 1, P01 is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So substitution, 2 into x2 value is 1 plus M2. 1 into x1 is 0 divided by M1 plus M2. That is 2 plus 1. So similarly M1 into y2. y2 is 0 plus M2 into y1. y1 is 1 divided by M1 plus M2. So this is equal to, we'll write it equal to 2 into 1, 2 plus 1 into 0 is 0 divided by 3. 2 into 0, 0 plus 1. 1 into 1, 1 by 3. So here we have 2 by 3 comma 1 by 3. That is the coordinate of AXY. AXY is equal to 2 by 3 comma 1 by 3. Question number 4. If the centroid of a triangle formed by the points AB, BC and CA is at origin, then find AQ plus BQ plus C cube. So centroid formula everybody knows. What is centroid? Centroid XY is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So centroid is at the origin, it seems. Origin is 0, 0. That's equal to, this is our x1, y1, second one x2, y2 and third one x3, y3. Let us substitute that. A plus x2 is B and x3 is C by 3 and y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. y1 is B plus y2 C plus y3 A divided by 3. We can compare x coordinate. 0 is equal to A plus B plus C by 3. Here in y coordinate also B plus C plus A by 3. So what happens? 3 into 0, 0. So A plus B plus C equal to 0. In this case also A plus B plus C. Same as B plus C plus A. A plus B plus C is equal to 0. 9th standard you have learned formula. If A plus B plus C equal to 0, since A plus B plus C equal to 0, A cube plus B cube plus C cube equal to A cube plus B cube plus C cube equal to 3ABC. So we got our answer. Here we got it as A plus B plus C equal to 0 in both the case. If it is equal to 0, our A cube plus B cube plus C cube will be equal to 3ABC. This is today's last question. Fifth question. Vertices of a triangle are A55, B15, C91. This figure is for you to understand. Figure is not given to the question. A line is drawn to intersect sides AB and AC at P and Q respectively. So side AB is intersected at the point P, side AC is intersected at the point Q. So the line is PQ. Such that AP by the whole thing AB, that is 3 by 4, same as AQ by AC. Find the length of line segment PQ. What to do if you want to find out length of PQ? We need x1, y1, that is P coordinate we need and Q coordinate also we need. How do we get the point P? That is, we have a line AB having A55, B15 intersected by the point P, XY in the ratio. The ratio is given as AP is to AB as 3 by 4. Here we have to get it as AP is to PB. That should be our required ratio. AP is to PB. First we will make our ratio proper. After that we will substituting in section formula. So we have to start with, we are given with AP by AB is equal to 3 by 4. Always we know it is 3:1. Then only 3 by 4 will come. But better you write the step. AP by AB is AP plus PB. AP plus PB, that's equal to 3 by 4. Cross multiply. 4AP is equal to 3AP plus 3PB. To both you have to multiply by 3. transfer 4AP minus 3AP equal to 3PB. How many AP? So only 1 AP is equal to 3PB. So AP by PB, here we have to write AP by PB. PB to this side become transferring 3 divided by 1 or 3 is to 1. So AP is to PB equal to 3 is to 1. Similarly, here we have for AQ or AC also, AQ is to QC we can find out. Okay, so that is AQ by AC is given to us as 3 by 4. That is same as AQ by AC means AQ plus QC. AQ plus QC. Same method. It is 3 by 4. Cross multiply now. When you cross multiply, what do we get? So 4AQ is equal to 3 times AQ plus 3 times QC. Distributive property. 4AQ minus 3AQ is 1AQ remaining with the 3QC. So AQ by QC, here we have AQ by QC, that is equal to 3 already there, 3 by 1. That is AQ is to QC is equal to 3 is to 1. Now we got it as ratio, we got it. Now we are going to find out the coordinate of P, x, y. So to find coordinates of P, what we have to do? Pxy is equal to m1x2 plus m2x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Same way, m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Okay, so now let us substitute Pxy for x1 y1 for AB, A 5 5, B 1 5. So this is our x1 y1 and B x2 y2. Let us substitute. M1 is 3 is to 1. This is like M1 is to M2 equal to 3 is to 1. AP is to PB. Now let us substitute. M1 is 3 into x2 is 1 plus M2 is 1. M2 is 1 into x1 is 5 divided by M1 plus M2. M1 y2 is 5 plus M2 y1 is 5 divided by M1 plus M2. That's equal to, now let us simplify. Okay, 1 into 3, 3 plus 1 into 5 by 3 plus 1, 4. Here 3 5 is 15 plus 1 into 5 by 3 plus 1, 4. So we get it as 3 plus 5, 8 by 4, comma 15 plus 5 is 20 by 4. So that's equal to 8 by 4 is 2, comma 20 by 4 is 5. 5 4s are 20. So we got the point as 2 5. 2 5 is coordinate, that is Pxy is equal to 2 5. Similarly, we have to find out Q also. How to get coordinates of Q? Coordinates of Q. That is, in same formula we will substitute, whereas A is 5 5 and C is 9 1. Here A coordinate 5 5, C coordinate 9 1, and ratio AQ is to QC is equal to 3 is to 1. We are going to substitute in the formula. We will be getting the answer in the same method. Okay. Now a q is to qc. Therefore, our qxy, let us take qxy is equal to m1x2. m1 is 3 into x2, 9 plus m2, 1 into x1 divided by m1 plus m2. m1 y2, m1 y2 plus m2 is 1, y1 is 5 divided by m1 plus m2. So 3 9s are 27 plus 5 divided by 4. 3 plus 1 into 5, 5 by 4. So what do we get now? That is 27 plus 5 is 32 by 4, comma, it is 8 by 4. What is the answer now? Q coordinates. Q coordinates are, we can take it as 8 4s are 32, 4 2s are 8. 8 2 are the coordinates of Q. Now also we have to find the length of line segment PQ. Let us see how to find out length of line segment PQ. Now here P coordinates are there. Let us take P coordinates now. P coordinates of PXY, it is 2 5, and coordinates of Q it is 8 2. Length PQ here easily we can find out using distance formula. Now you might have seen in the same question what all different points they have used. Section formula, distance formula, etc. This is how in board examination questions will be appearing. So better solve variety questions. So length PQ equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. That's equal to square root of x2 minus x1. This is x1 y1, x2 y2. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Become 8 minus 2 is 6 square plus 2 minus 5 negative 3 square. Becomes 6 square is 36 plus 3 square 9. 36 plus 9, that's equal to root 45. Don't you know how to simplify this? 9 5s are 45. 9 is a root number. Square root of 9 is 3 and square root of 5 as root 5. So 3 root 5 units. That is the length of PQ is equal to 3 root 5 unit. Hope you understood. Bye.